Morning, morning, morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to the blue Abarth. This is a bit of a state. This I am recording immediately after finishing the walk around video, which you saw last week. This week, we're going to do as much as we can in this video. First thing I need to do is get some power in the car and see if we can get it to start. Obviously, I've got my emergency starter, which is already plugged in. I'm hoping that is going to work once we've got some power to the car. Now I've actually freed up the ignition. So let's get the jump pack on. I'll set you up. We'll see if we can get it going. Let's go. Right, we've got power. Plug in my emergency starter. See if it's... Oh, it's just gone off. The boost button only lasts for a few seconds. That wasn't enough. Let's try it again. Right. Boost. That gives us a power boost for a car that has no power at all. See if it'll go. No. No, won't turn at all. Oh, see how it works. Normally you can do this, you can turn this and get it to start, but it ain't working. Right, okay, what we're going to do is, at least we know that this is free, so we can actually take all these panels off and you know, do what we normally do on the ignition. So you've seen me do this loads of times before, so I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm going to set you up on time lapse. We'll get it done on time lapse. Once we get to the point where we've got the new ignition on, we'll come back and then hopefully then we'll be able to start it with the emergency starter. So yeah, join me back then. Right, that didn't take long. I think these have been off before. One had some marks on it, so it's obviously, I don't know if you can't see them. I cut that hole, but the other one I was able to unscrew by hand. So I reckon that they had a new one in the past. Now, I haven't got a metal one, I've got a plastic one. But it doesn't matter. And we have, the car only came with a non-remote key. Now obviously I can cut and program, not cut, but I can program keys, which is what I will do with this one. So this is obviously a good key in a good ignition. So what we're going to do is put this one on instead. What am I doing? They don't go in there. They go in there. And what I'm hoping, if I just put these in without putting anything else on, I'm hoping with my emergency starter it will all start up. So we'll get these back in. That wire should, I think these rings are bigger on these cars. They do fit though, so it don't matter. When I say on these cars, I mean on the ignition, on the plastic ignition. Right, so we should now be able to fire it up. We should. Let's try. Let's give it a whirl. Fingers crossed. Just going to, as I say, I'm just going to connect the battery and we'll go from there. I'll be back in a second. Yep, we've got power. Yay! There it is. roars into life. Fantastic. Check airbag. Oh, that's because that's off. Very little fuel. Oh, I think that's just due to the battery. Once the boost is switched off, it loses the power. I'm going to try. I've got a battery down here on the floor. I don't know what it's like, but I'm going to put the other one on charge and try this one. Failing that, what I might do is take it out of another car, take one out of another car temporarily. Yeah, right. Okay, let's do that, and I'll come back. Right, that battery had 37% charge in it, and it said it was a good battery, so I'm hoping it's going to do it without the charger. Let's give it a go. Without the jump pack, I mean. There we go. That should stay on now. Right. So don't forget, the only reason that started is because I've got my emergency starter, which is basically what the thieves use to start these. But obviously I use it for legal purposes, where it's my own car. Right, what we're going to do now is turn the car around the other way, so we're down the drive normally, and hope we don't scrape it in the meantime on the windows, on the wall, because it is quite close. Just noticed it's missing. What on earth have they taken those? So I'm going to have to buy those from somewhere. So they're just stuck in with double-sided tape. So they've taken some strange things off of this car, haven't they? Well, that's a bit chipped there. We'll have to do something with that. But apart from that, doesn't look like there's any other damage. Tyre again, tyre's okay. Which is good, because obviously I want to put these wheels on the other car, swap them over. But yeah, I think it's alright. I think. I wonder if we can get into the boot now. Actually, you probably can't. And I'm not actually... No, I am going to get into it. I'm not sure if we're going to get any rain tonight, because I've got to try and peel this off. Unless I could get the new tailgate on today, which I could, I suppose. Now that's the best part. Look at the mileage. It's only done 30,000. 30,000 miles. Absolutely fantastic. It's got this thing on the outside, sun visor thing. I'm going to take that off. Don't like that. I've got to try and carefully peel off some of this this fender wrap stuff. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? I'm not going to do that boot today. Let me just switch this engine off, actually. I've got a programmer key. Obviously, I'm using this at the moment with my emergency starter, but of course I don't need to do that because I can program a new key myself. I'm just going to get one cut, I think. Or I could, either get one cut or use this one, program a chip, put a new chip in it. I might as well do that actually, take this apart. Or no, actually, no, of course I can I've got the things to take if you remove that pin, where are we? If you remove that pin there, can you see it? If you remove that pin, the blade comes out and you can program a new key, or you put that into a new blank key and then program it. Or we could just, does that close? See, that doesn't actually close properly, so I'd rather just use that. Yeah, we'll use that and you do a brand new key. I think I've got some stickers for the Abarth logo. It's very dusty in here. But yeah, it's all right. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get all this back together again. We may as well. I won't bother filming all that. We'll get it all back together, and then we can get the key programmed. We could do that today, I suppose. Yeah, that's been snapped off there. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Luckily we've got a new one. I think they bolt on from underneath. I think. Can't remember now. I think arch liner out. We'll do that another time anyway. Right, so I've got this off where it needs to come off. We're a little bit scratched here. Now if you look here, I know the glass is broken, but you can see where the glass came to. That looks low there. And on this side, it's high. And there's a massive gap there. So I don't know what the hell has gone on with this, but it's almost like someone smacked this with a sledgehammer. Maybe to break that. And obviously broken that. And I think they've probably bent it. It's not as bad here, but it is there. We need to get this open, really. I think now I've moved that tape, I can get it open from the inside. I can get all the glass hoovered up. But we'll get this changed tomorrow morning, I think. But at least it will become weatherproof and obviously security-wise. Not that anyone's going to steal it. But obviously we need to get it weatherproof. This, I'm going to take all this off and I'm just going to stick a plastic bag over it for the time being, just for tonight. Put a bin liner over it, just in case it rains tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I've got a piece of glass. Pretty sure I have. Typically, if I haven't, I've just sold a bloody driver's door for 60 quid. So, but I'm pretty sure I bought one. I had a passenger one. The last car I needed one on. I can't remember which car it was. But I needed a passenger one. I needed a driver's one, and I had a passenger one, and then I bought a driver's one, thinking that the door that I was buying didn't have glass, but it turned out that it did, so I didn't need it. So that means I should have a piece of glass, which I will put in tomorrow. We'll get that done tomorrow morning, and then the car will be weather tight then. It's funny about these strips though, isn't it? I wonder why they've taken those off. I've got to get some of those. No idea what they're called. Roof strips. Don't know. You bet your life they're going to cost me a lot of money. You can bet your life they are. It's a shame they're not the same as the lounge, because let me just show you. Obviously on here we've got them and they only go that far, of course, because of the glass. Now I have got the pop out there, the fake Abarth out there, which will fit. Of course, I'm not going to take them off of that, of course, but are they going to be that expensive? Probably. But yeah, let's get this boot open and I'll show you properly inside. I'm tempted to do this today. I'm not sure what the time is. I'm not sure if I've got the time. It only takes just over an hour, doesn't it, really, to do this? I might do it. Right, that should let me in there. Oh, look. Oh, can you believe? Oh, it's wrong colour. I was just going to say, strangely, because that was missing down there, I just found that, but it's a grey one, which was blue, but it's grey. I've literally just painted one. I wonder why it's grey. Well, at least it gives me a spare. I could even sell it, couldn't I? I'll probably keep it as a spare. Right, let's get this boot open. Whoa, glass, glass, glass. Wow. So I think I'll use dustpan and brush to get most of it up, and then I'll because we got all the glass down there from the window as well, so it's quite a lot of glass, and no doubt it's going to be in the bottom of the door. They left us part of the light. Again, I've taken mine off of another car for that. Hasn't got reversing sensors, this one, has it? No. What a mess. I suppose it should be lucky, assuming that they haven't, that these lights are not been touched. They didn't steal the lights, because that would have been some expense, wouldn't it? See if there's anything else under the seat. Can't see apart from that steering lock, which clearly wasn't on the car. Well, it might have been, I suppose, but there's no damage to the steering wheel, so I assume they haven't taken it off. Let's have a look, actually. They've cut the bloody... It's the same as the cheap and nasty one that I've got. Obviously I haven't got the key for it, so it's good for scrap. Now the seatbelt, I noticed that the passenger one anyway has got the seatbelt clasp in, so they've obviously done that to stop it from beeping, because of course thieves if thieves are being chased by the police, they want a quick getaway, but they don't want to be distracted by having a seatbelt on. So they just cut the belt, both belts. What is in the minds of these people, eh, that steal cars? They're just absolute scum of the earth. Absolute scum. I've got a mate at the moment who's got he's got a Mach-E, he's got a Mustang Mach-E, and he's also got a RAV4, brand new one. And he's got like on-block garages where he lives, and he's had these two scumbags on a electric motorbike who've come back over and over and over again trying to get his garage open. They're right amateurs, they can't even get his garage door open. So I did say to him, should we maybe we should plot up in his garage one night and just wait for them, because they keep coming back. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's enough about him. Yeah, these are bugging me. I can't think why they would have taken those off. Were they actually going to take everything off of this car? And they just hadn't got as far. It's a strange thing to take off. Very strange thing to take off. Anyway, let's get on. Trust you saw the tailgate land on my head. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Normally I leave those on. Actually no, what I normally do is I knock those off and then I rest the tailgate on my head and then undo it. But for some reason I did it the other way around this time. And I'm sure, as you saw, they smacked me in the head. And of course my head went in there, because of course there's no glass there, which is probably better. It makes it lighter as well, being no glass. But that will go for scrap. So I will take this off, because I think this carbon fibre thing is a wrap. Not as a wrap, sorry, is a stick-on thing. So it might come off, in which case there's not actually, no, it's going to be bent, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's going for scrap. I'm not even going to mess around and go for scrap exactly as it is. What a shame. What a waste. But anyway, I have got a nice shiny, well, actually it's not shiny, it's really, really dirty. But we've got a nice new one. So first thing first, we need to hang it, and then we need to unthread the loom that's on it with the string attached to it, and then vice versa, get the car one threaded in. So I will set you back up on time lapse again, and let's get that on. Right, that is that. All done. I don't know if you saw, but the bit of string that I had through for that one, when I took the old loom out, it came out. I normally tie it to that, so that doesn't happen. But unfortunately it did, which is a bit annoying. But luckily, as it's only a short run, I did actually manage to push it all through. And then what I've discovered before is it's much easier to get this one in before you put that one in. So what I did is I pushed that one in, I tied some string to it, and then pulled it back again. Got this one through. This particular car had these little things on, which are actually really good. I'm going to see if I can get some of these. They're really useful. Like little rings, and you put your wire in it. When you push them together like that, they push into the holes. I like them. They're really good. I used them in a couple of places there. So everything is connected now, and I suppose what we need to do now is see if it will shut. And more importantly, reopen. Now I haven't got any power connected to it. A bit squeaky, but it's locked. Matches well. And this gap here is all okay. And up the top is all equal as well. So yeah, it's sorted it. Lovely. Right, I suppose we'll see if it works now. So I've reconnected the battery. Oh, of course, I can't, can I? Because we haven't got any immobiliser that works in this car, of course. Yeah, that'll be a job for tomorrow, but hopefully I can get in it now. I bet I can't actually, no, because until I've got an immobiliser that works, it won't allow me to, oh bollocks. I've got to clamber in the car and do that again. So that's just because we can't use the remote control from this, because this is not the one for the car, if that makes sense. So we will, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, but I'll just have to clamber in, and because I just want to get all that glass out of the boot. So apart from the fact that it's dirty, that's a nice match. Maybe potentially looks different through the camera. They do sometimes, but it's not. It's the same. Once it's clean as well. So that's quite a major job done. I'll probably take the Turismo bit off. In fact, I will take the Turismo bit off, because it's not a Turismo, of course. It looks crooked, that Turismo. Is that my imagination, or is that crooked? Do they normally have 595 on the back? Can't think. Don't know, actually. I wish you could get a gel overlay like for those. Maybe you can. That you can get for the dash, because I'd definitely get one on my Abarth. This is my Abarth, you know what I mean. Right, okay. It's funny, isn't it? I wonder what that is on there. I don't know if any of that is scratches at all. Yeah, that is scratches. Oh shit, that is scratches, yeah. I'm sure that wasn't in the pictures. So I think what we'll probably have to paint that ourselves. Some of it will come out, some of it won't. But once we've given this car a good wash, got here as well. Yeah, I might have to take this off, this bumper, rub it down and repaint it. Possibly. Might do. Yeah, we'll see. It depends on whether I decide to take the car to the body shop or not. If I do, then they can paint that for me as well, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Okay, right. Just looking at these wheel centres, when I swap these wheels over, these wheel centres are different sized on the other car. So I will have to, I think you can get them in this size, I'll have to get some yellow ones in that size. They're rotten at the moment, but actually we hadn't looked at this side, had we? Yeah, they're in good condition. There's not much in the way of marks on them. They certainly don't need a refurb. They'll look nice, I think, on the other car. I shall take your advice on that. Do you think I should put these? These are nicer wheels, aren't they, I think? Do you think I should put these on my Abarth and swap them over? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Right, let's crack on. Let's just going to get all this glass hoovered up in the boot. I'm really pleased with that. Really, really pleased with that. That can go to the scrap man. Yes, well pleased. Starting to look like a proper car already. Right, okay, that's it for today. A couple of things I have noticed. What's going on here? Look, that paint's come off of there. Or is that? No, actually, that's a. Oh no, it's not paint coming off. It's a vinyl. This has definitely been wrapped. This car in something. That's definitely what that. This has been probably an estate agent's car or something like that, I reckon. And that's what all this. I've just tried a bit of IPA on there, and it's taken that glue off, so it'll just need a nice polish afterwards. And that is obviously what's left of the vinyl that was on it, and there's some on there as well on the corner. So they've obviously removed it, and that's probably why these have been removed. It's not the thieves that have removed this. And remember that what I saw in here earlier on? I thought it was these things. Where are they? Up the back there. You probably can't see them. I'll show you again tomorrow properly. That is the roof things. So I reckon it was wrapped and these were put back on, and they've taken those off to remove the wrap. But there's no glue residue on the roof, just dirt. That's been loosened. I reckon that was to take the wrap off. As you can see, there's little bits of something there. So that needs to be reseated. Hopefully the bolt's on there and it just needs tightening up. Hopefully it won't rain tonight. I've put a black bag over the window, and I'm leaving this unlocked tonight. I will take out my emergency starter because it's still plugged in at the moment, so I don't want someone to re-steal it because I've left the emergency starter there, do we? And that's probably what that is as well then. There's me thinking that was scratched. Yeah, it is. There was me thinking that was all scratched. It's not. So wingy's good. Oh, that's really good. I'm pleased about that. So it's just a matter of heating those up and we'll take those off. I'm intrigued as to who owned this car. Clearly a company car that was wrapped for something. Shame about the bumper being very scratched. Some of that will come off, as I say. Number plates will probably come tomorrow, so we can get this all cleaned up. But tomorrow we're going to be putting all the interior in, replacing the seat belts, all the quarter panel stuff, as you can see, they're all sitting down there. Replace all of that, seat belts, pre-tensions are okay, I think. Rear seat belts, the seat rail. We've got to try and get those snapped off bolts out. What else? Put everything back on the ignition. Put all that back together, and we'll program a key as well. Lots to do tomorrow, but it's all quite enjoyable stuff. And then once we've got all of that done, we'll give it a good wash. Right, morning, welcome back. As you can see, it's bloody horrible, rainy, nasty day today. Storm Amy has hit. Luckily, we're only getting the rain down in the south. But I've got to get this glass in. So this was the glass that I bought for the previous car, which when it came, the window was wound down. I thought it had been smashed, but it wasn't. Which I wasn't aware of in this car. I didn't even realise from this car that it didn't even have any glass in it. So we need to get that in. I should have done it yesterday now. I wish I had. If I'd known it was going to rain like this today, I would have got it done yesterday afternoon. Not a 5-minute job, but I've done it many times before, so hopefully it'll go in okay. Just noticed another little bit of that grey vinyl there as well, so it's obviously had a wrap, which has obviously protected the paint as well. Oh, that's what all that is around this as well. Yeah, of course. So it's going to take me a little while to go around the car and get rid of all those bits of grey wrap, but at least the rain is sort of cleaning the car for me. Right, I'm going to get on and do this. I'm not going to bother filming, one because it's raining and the camera will get wet. I would put my gazebo up, but because of the wind, I think it'll end up blowing away, so I'm just going to have to get wet. Right, that is the window done, went in nicely. I've bent the door back a little bit. This rubber will need to be replaced, but I say I may well get that door that I was talking about yesterday. The door is it was up for 180. I've received an offer for 165. I might contact the bloke and say, look, I know where you are now, I've got your phone number. Obviously I'll send him a text and say, can you do me a deal for 150 for cash, and I'll come and pick it up next week. If he happens to sell it in the meantime, then so be it, but it's nice to get the glass in there. Right, still spitting with rain. There we go. We have seat belts in. We have the side panels in. We've got the side carpets in. And we've got the quarter panel pieces in. It's coming along nicely. Right, okay, so it's still raining. It's been raining like this all day long. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. A sign of things to come for the winter. At least it's not cold. Right, how are we getting on? Let's show you. Let's show you. Right, door cards. Now we have a bit of a mismatch on some of these covers. So these are ones I got out of the loft. So we got chrome this bit and I brushed that bit. And over that side, it's chrome on both. So I'm sure in all my spares that I've got knocking around in the garage, I will probably have a full set of handles, I would think. If not, I've got some other door cards up in the loft, including some black ones, which may have come off of a Sport at some point. I'm sure I can make up a set. If I can't, I'll just put chrome ones on. It's not the end of the world. In the back, we have a full interior with seat belts. All the I can't open the boot still, can I? Yeah, I've done great guns. Considering I must be mad doing this in this weather, but it's coming on really, really well. I haven't changed the door lock because I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do with this door. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do with it yet. So until such time as I decide, yeah, it can stay in there. So this won't open the door, but of course once the remote, see, I've got the spare key for that anyway, the key that came with the car, so that will open that if I ever need to. What I need is, if I don't decide to get rid of the door, I need to change this. And as I say, I think I've got one. But that will be, once I can get this car clean, which I still would like to do today, not go mad, but just give it a clean. I can't really polish it up. I want to try and cut all those back and see how much I can get out. And I wanted to do this on the bonnet as well. Because it's raining, I can't really do that, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, so I am going to go indoors, take this key apart, and hopefully we can get a new chip programmed. So we'll come back once we're in the car, and then we'll get it programmed. Right, the weather's just got so bad I can't do any more today. So we'll leave it there for today. So we got steering wheel and everything back on as well now. I did film it, but I'm not going to include it because I tried to program a new key. I only have one key left, and it didn't like it. I think it was one that may have failed once before, and I haven't got any more blank keys, so I need to order some. So at the moment I've got a key like that, which I'm using my emergency starter to actually start the car. I can lock the car using the other key, the spare key that came with it, because I haven't changed the lock in the door yet. So yeah, really, really good progress today. So I'm going to go and order some keys, and I will join me whatever it is, probably next week, and we'll continue as soon as we get the keys, we can program the keys. When the number plates come, which I think will probably come tomorrow, we'll get them on, and then we can take the car for a spin. Right, so we are today going to give this a bit of a clean up because it is very, very dirty. And I'll need to, so I did get some of this, I experimented just here, getting some of this glue off. So I've got half a litre left of surgical spirit, so I did buy another half a litre, another litre which came yesterday, just because I'm probably going to use up quite a bit. So I think before I wash it, I don't want to scratch this, obviously, but I think it's probably going to need a polish up afterwards anyway. Well, the whole car will get a polish up anyway, but I was going to wash it and then do that. Or should I do that? No, I think I might do that because I don't want to be, there's dirt and grit on the bonnet. I don't want to be rubbing that into the paintwork. So I think I'll give it a wash first. It is very dirty, so I'm going to give it I'll give it a pre-wash. Then I'll snow foam it. I'm not going to bucket and sponge it at all, but I'll go over the snow foam with a mitt just to get as much dirt off as I can. And then once we've done that, we'll get that off. Probably won't polish it today, but then we're going to go around the car and try and get all these bits of tape off as well, because there's loads of them all around. Is it on this one? No, I think they've pretty much got most of it off on that one, but it's on the other one. A few scratches, but we worry about those little scratches another time. We don't need to worry about those now, but it's just getting it clean at the moment. So we do have this open boot message. Now, I don't think that was there before I changed the boot. So I am going to try changing that lock to the one that was in the car in the first place, which I don't think it's going to be, but I've got to try that first. If not, it's going to be the hatch wiring, isn't it? Which, you know, I've been pulling that hatch wiring around. There's always a possibility of, you know, if it was on the way out, that I've done that. So it's going to be that, I think. I don't think it's going to be anything else. But I don't recall seeing it before I changed the hatch. Don't recall seeing it. I'm not going to bother doing this today. I'll probably do it in the next video. I've got to get that on as well. So yeah, let's get it clean, and then I might polish this up and see what of this damage we can get off. I'm still, I know someone said £200 for the door is nothing, save you a lot of grief. Yeah, it would, but I still don't want to do that if it's not necessary. And it takes an hour and 40 minutes or something each way as well. He did reduce the price of it to 180 something, and then he did actually send me an offer of 165, which I haven't done, and it's still on there at the moment. I am sort of leaning towards doing that, I have to say, especially because we got this damage on the top of the door anyway, which, you know, I could bash back in, but it is a little bit misshapen, that. And of course the rubber. I have got the rubber, but because I've got his phone number, if I just say to him, look, can I have this for 150 for cash? I think he'll say yeah. And then that just leaves that down there. And I think the vast majority of that, if not all of it, as we've already discussed, we'll polish out. So I think I might get that door. It's just a nuisance. I need to go over and get it. But let's get it clean. I've got to put the number plates on as well today. So we'll get that done. And then after we've done that, we'll wrap this video up and then we'll move on to the next day. I didn't bother warming this up. I'm just pulling it. It's coming off slowly. I can see this snapping and then me falling backwards. Which is why I'm filming it, actually. Be good for the bloopers if that happens. Won't be good for me. Now I anticipated that happening, so I braced myself. Right. I need two hands to do this, really. You get the gist of what I'm doing though. So I've cleaned all the crap off the windscreen, and then I wanted to get, I don't like that, that's naff, very naff. Maybe it was someone quite short that was driving this, but yeah, it's got to go. Right, that's the thingy off the windscreen, sun blind. I've changed the lock, and the error has gone away, which I'm really, really pleased about. Because that means it's not the hatch wiring. I can't obviously use the remote key to do the lock because that key's come now. I bought one from eBay just to get it quicker. So I'm gonna program a key so I can at least use the remote. Of course, we've still got the old lock here. I don't actually know. No, it's in the car. No, sorry, I'm thinking of another car. So many cars, so little time. Now this is clean. We can see, again, that will probably polish up, but that is a dent in there. That may or may not polish up. I'm going to give it a go and see what it does, but that will probably need some paint, I would imagine. Yeah. Right, there are various things that you can buy online for removing sticky stuff, and I've had varying success with them, but generally they do work. But what I find is surgical spirit. So you get a litre of this stuff on eBay. I think it's about 11 quid, and it does work extremely well. So as I say, I bought some more. So what I tend to do is I give it a good rub in, leave it to soak for a little while, just for a couple of minutes, not even that, and then we use more and more, and then it just sort of dissolves. So I'm going to go over as far as the middle of the bonnet, just soaking it. And then we'll give it 2 minutes to soak in, and then we'll attack it with a bit of vigour. Right, that's probably actually about a minute rather than 2 minutes. I've already gone over the other side as well. So what we do then is just rub. It takes a bit of elbow grease, but it does just dissolve away. Some bits I think are going to be a little bit more stubborn than others because some of them have got dirt ingrained, but it does do the job. There you go, see it's lifting off now. Might have to leave it a little bit longer actually. It is coming off, but sometimes you need quite a lot of this stuff. That's why I bought another litre. So this is probably going to take me 15-20 minutes to do this entire bonnet, and I can see there are still bits of vinyl on the edge of the bonnet, so I'm going to have to heat those up. So I won't bore you with the entire process. I will come back at the end and show you it, and I'll say that we'll give it a polish as well afterwards. Bit dusty this, I should have wiped it off first. Oh, some there I missed. Yeah, it's going to be a few bits that I've missed. I thought there would be. The polish obviously shows it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking better though. There you go. It's taken ages to do that. I had to go over it a couple of times more. It's a little bit smeary, but I've gone over it with some of that waterless washback stuff for now, just to give it a little bit of protection. The whole car will get a treatment, including a good fuso wax. As I say, we need to go around and get all these bits off as well, which I shall do this afternoon. But I have to do a demonstration of G-Technic window treatment. that I've been sent by the promoters for those G-Technique products. When I was sent the invite by email, I did say that I am actually a user of G-Technique products, and I would be happy to demonstrate. So I'm going to do a separate video, and I probably will incorporate it in other videos as well. In fact, I'm sure I will, because as I say, I do like their products, and I already use 1 or 2 of them, and this will be an interesting one to do. So I'll be doing that, so you'll probably see that video Wednesday. But yeah, it's taken me probably 40 minutes to do that in total, but it looks good now. There was a couple of marks here as well, which I've polished out, and I did have another go at this side as well. Now, rear quarter come out completely, nothing, 0, so no painting required there. Spoiler is a different matter. That hasn't come out at all. That definitely needs a paint, so that whole spoiler is going to get painted. Door wise, I haven't tried the door yet, but because we've got the dent in it, I think I'm going to text the bloke this afternoon and say, can I have your door please? Right, so a little bit of progress, eh? I've got the number plates on now. So I have just been in touch with the fella who has got the door for sale, and I said to him, you've got this up for sale for 180 quid. You sent me an offer of 162 pounds. Could you do any better for me for cash? And he said, best we can do is 150. So that's what I was sort of hoping to get it for. So I said, yeah, that'll do. Can I pick it up at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning? He said 10 would be better. I said, I'll see you then. So I'm going there with cash, and I am going to buy the door and replace this one. Key, I can't program the key just yet, because although I've got the key for the car, which is in a bit of a poor state to be fair, it doesn't go back in properly. I can't do it one end, it just messes around like that. I did start to take out the pin, as you can see, it's sort of sticking out, but again, I broke the bloody thing that you use to get them out, so I bought another one on Amazon, which is coming tomorrow. So I will program the key tomorrow, and it will be in the next video. So yeah, some good progress on the car. It is actually, now the number plates are on it, it's actually drivable, but I'm not going to drive it with the emergency starter, just in case I get pulled by the old bill. You never know. Not that I've stolen it, of course, but we don't want to raise any suspicion, do we? Haven't got the logbook back yet. Obviously, that was sent off a week and a half ago, something like that. It'll probably take 3 or 4 weeks, as it's a cat in. They always take longer for some bizarre reason. I think it's because they write to the previous owner, whereas cat S they don't. Might come back. I'm not in a rush for it. The only reason I want it to get it back is, one, of course, it's then in my name and I can chase up the service history. So that's it on this this project for the time being. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we might even have the cam belt done then. So I'm probably going to get it booked in for an MOT. Yeah, might do. We probably won't do that this week. We'll probably book it in next week, and we'll get the result from that. So don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit that button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Until the next one, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.